Hey friends, welcome back to the show. Happy holidays, happy new year, all that other good stuff. In today's video, I want to share with you a Christmas present that I bought for myself. Any of you folks out there that followed my channel for any time know that every once in a while I enjoy doing a fine product review, and today is no different. Let's open up and take a look at this goodie I picked up for Christmas. Uh-oh, Tim, what's in the bag? It's a gun, isn't it? You would be right if you guessed that. But it's not just any old gun. I have plenty of them, but I don't have something like this particular firearm in my collection. But now I do, and with the upcoming year coming up soon, we're going to find ways and usefulness for this particular beauty. Let's open up and take a look. Oh, I feel like it was Christmas Day once again. I'll explain to you what happened when I went to purchase this gun and run down all the specifications, the pros, the cons, the good, the bad, the uglies, all that other good stuff. Check it out. Ooh, look at that. What is it? Let's get in a little closer and I'll tell you. This right here is a Browning AB3 Stalker high-powered rifle. And pick this thing up and see how she feels. Oh, look at that. That right there is business as usual. Let me run down through the specs on this amazingly beautiful looking high-powered rifle. The Browning AB3 Stalker comes in right about 6 pounds, 13 ounces, which is great because a lot of these rifles that are on the market these days are super heavy, they're cumbersome, lumbersome, whatever you want to call them. By the time you hike it out to wherever you're going hunting, you're wore out, and it puts a lot of fatigue on your shoulder and your carrying and all that stuff. So right off the gates, the weight of this gun is beautifully manufactured. Let's go ahead and go through a couple of the specifications on this particular gun, the Browning AB3 Stalker. This is a long action length, and the particular caliber that I chose for this gun, we'll talk about that in a minute, is a 270 ACP. The barrel length is 22 inches, the overall length is 42 3/4. Length to pull is 13 5/8, and drop at comb is 11/16. This has magazine capacity of 4, and other models might come with 3 or whatever. Also, it has a barrel finish made of matte blued, and it's a synthetic stock which is on here. Let's go through this gun a little further. I picked this particular rifle up at Bass Pro Shops. I went to buy it on Christmas Eve. Now, on rifles and shotguns and stuff, there's not a 3-day holding period, but they do have to do a background check on things. However, my problem was I wasn't able to leave the store with this gun due to the agency that does the background checks was closed for the day. So I had to come back on Sunday before I could pick this up. Now, the Browning AB3 Stalker comes in kind of as an entry-level rifle, not beginner level or anything like that, somewhere in the moderate range. All in all, the combo itself, without the case or the sling and stuff like that, ran right about 880 bucks. But that by itself, this has got a top-of-the-line scope on here made by Loophole. And anybody guys out there know the name, you know that's very high quality. Now, any of you guys out there that know much about rifle scoping and stuff, the name Loophole stands by itself. They're very good, high-quality rifle scopes and everything. And especially when you're talking about a high-powered rifle, you want something that's going to be accurate. This gun does not have a lot of thrills and frills to it. It is basic and to the point, extremely accurate. It's got its bore sighting and stuff, as well as your adjustments. And this thing is rated, the gun itself, for I believe a little over 3,000 feet per second. And overall length, you're pretty darn right if you can get knowing how to use this gun, be able to take down a large animal at about a mile away. Now back to the rifle. This is a 270 ACP, like I said, and it is a bolt action as well as its center fire, which means that it's more accurate and you can reload rounds if you need to, unlike the old lever action rifles that are usually rim fired and stuff. And let me show you how this thing breaks down. I'm going to show you one of the first cons that I really don't care about, and it's got to do with the magazine. One thing I really didn't care too much about, but I can get over it quickly, is this magazine. It just feels, it feels like it moves around a little bit. It is a quick release, like I said, 4-round magazine and everything, easy in and out. Let's check out the bolt action. Now this particular bolt action comes with 60-degree angle on it, all right, and it's pretty self-explanatory, in and out. Now, let me show you how you can completely disarm this thing in under 10 seconds. We're gonna start with a clip, comes out like nothing. Pull the bolt action, it's got a lever on the other back side. We can completely pull the bolt out of there. Now you have no magazine, no bolt. We are disarmed in under 10 seconds. And just as easy back together. The bolt and the magazine. Ready to go. This also features a top end tang safety. So it's right there. See how my thumb is sitting there? My finger's down by the trigger. So it's easy release. You're not fumbling around with no little button or anything around the way. It's right there. Very nice, very equipped. You look carefully on this loophole sight. We've got a little retention ring right here. If we loosen that up, this is how you can magnify that scope, whether it be 100 yards or 1,000 yards, and it works perfect. You heard me say I picked this rifle up as a combo deal with the scope and everything. Not all of them come with that. You can just get the rifle without a scope and you have to buy that separately. But it came with that, and I bought the Cabela's bag to go with it, as well as Cabela's sling made out of leather and stuff. All in all, came about $882 for everything that you see right here. That's a heck of a deal for a middle-of-the-line rifle. Now, some of these rifles, you guys know, can go upwards of $2,000, $3,000. It all has to do with what you want to be using. And Browning makes several different ACPs when it comes to this exact model of gun and stuff. I think they start with the 300 Win and go to 30-06 all the way up to the 6.5 Creedmoor. And one of the reasons why I picked out the 270 is because I'm not a giant man and I don't want to end up firing off a rifle that's going to dislocate my shoulder. And the reviews on this thing are absolutely great, besides a couple little things that are off, like the plastic magazine and stuff. This is a very, very well put together gun, and it will rival any of the best stuff that's on the market right now. Believe it or not, the 270 ACP is a very, very popular cartridge when it comes to ammunition and stuff. And when I bought this gun, there was nobody in town that had this particular round of ammunition. So I ended up getting lucky because we had a local gun show this weekend at the old auditorium, and I was able to find some rounds. Let me show you what they look like. Any of you guys out there in the viewing area have never seen a 270 cartridge, it can be kind of intimidating. I found a box of these at the gun show today, and they're at 150 grain, and they're soft tips. But these are the real deal. This is nothing that you want to play with. It's almost like a sniper round. Take a look at that. Now when it comes to loading up this magazine, like I said, it comes equipped for 4. They offset when they go in there. What I mean by offset, we put our first round in there. The second one kind of offsets just a little bit. Let me see if I can get that in there. Nice and easy. Take your time, nobody's in a hurry here. See how that kind of offset itself? And then the third one goes in pretty much the same way, but on the other end. So you're offsetting this thing as you're loading the thing up. The smart way to do this, if you really wanted to, after having some patience, is to put that in the gun now, cock one round in there, remove this magazine and add another one. Now you got 1 in the chamber and 4 sitting right there. But here's the reason why I don't think you need to do that. Not unless you're into competition shooting, which usually you're going to be using a 6.5 Creedmoor or 30-06. In this case, it's a 270, which is high enough power with less recoil. You don't need more than one round, especially if you learn how to shoot this the proper way and get that scope dialed in. One shot is gonna do it, trust me. Now these particular rounds that I bought, made by Remington, come with a soft tip on there, which still are as effective as anything you can talk about. Let me show you what else I happened to get lucky and score on at the gun show today. I also found these 270 cartridges. They're not reloads. These are factory made from an ammunition company in my area called Space Coast Bullets LLC. These are ballistic. Have a close-up of these babies. Those right there are gonna go through just about anything you shoot. Look at them tips on that bad boy. Slick. Like I said, these are not reloads. These are factory made from a local factory here in my area. All in all, I was able to pick up 40 rounds, which doesn't sound like much, but like I said, you really don't need that many when it comes to a high-powered rifle, for about 85 bucks. And I'll tell you what, there ain't nobody else. None of the big stores, the Cabela's, the Bass Pro Shops, the Academy, nobody else has these type of rounds because they're that popular. There you guys have it, the review of the Browning AB3 Stalker high-powered rifle combo from Bass Pro Shops. Just below 900 bucks with the sling and the bag and stuff. Listen, if you are thinking about getting into the world of rifle shooting for any purpose, and you haven't done it before, I highly strongly suggest that you go to a local safety class, get a chance to shoot the rifle, find out what ACP works for you. In this case, we're working with 270, also works up to 300, 30-06, 6.5 Creedmoor, and find out if it's gonna work for you in the first place before you spend the money on getting all the stuff and find out that it's just not the thing for you. Always make sure to wear ear protection as well as eye protection. That way you can be around to shoot that gun a lot longer without all the long-term effects of hearing loss or eyesight. Got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Until next time, I'll see you on the next adventure. Take care.